Hello there everybody, welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John. We're gonna do an unboxing and weathering video in one video today. And I wanna thank my very awful, bad, influential social media Star Wars friends for this video. You all know who you are. So today we are taking a look and unboxing and weathering the animatronic Lola from the Kenobi show. And we are gonna unbox this and weather it all in one shot. So this is the new kind of plastic-free boxing that Hasbro is going with. So there's no plastic window here. You can actually touch Lola right there. Don't touch Lola right there at all. That is terrible. Anyway, let's get going on this because I really want to weather this up. So what we're doing here, we're doing basic washes. I'm going to use black, acrylic, maybe a little bit of brown. I have a couple of the normals, like some paper towels for blotting and dabbing. I've got a couple of brushes here. You know, I honestly don't know what I'm going to need. I have a bunch of screenshots from the show that I grabbed. And what we're gonna do is kind of reference that throughout this whole video. So I'm gonna put a few on the screen right here so you can see. Now, she is not very weathered up. She's actually mostly clean with some dabs of dirt here and there and some kind of scratches around the edges. As you can see on the inside, there's not a lot of detail. It's mostly black, so I don't think we're gonna do anything there because I don't want that to punch out. All right, so let's unbox this and get weathering. All right, so it's very basic packaging. Be careful. This little antenna is kind of in the cardboard here, so we want to be careful there. Up here, we have her little legs, which I am going to use. I'm not going to use the flight mode because I do like the legs here. And here she is. Completely adorable. Now, I'm not going to put any of the batteries in this at all because I want it to be very still. I don't want it to accidentally turn on while I'm painting it. So, but right up front, this is pretty darn good. You know, and the thing is, from the show, she is mostly clean. You know, so we're not going to do a ton of work on this. We're just going to kind of dingy it up a little bit. We'll put a little bit of scratches around the side. I'll try to match that. We'll dirty up the bottom a little bit here. Oh, this is adorable. Got her little tenor. So I'm actually going to leave that down so I don't accidentally break that. And then inside, we have some detail. Obviously, there's no paint work or anything in there. So there looks like there are some wires here, but I don't know if my wires are going to be able to fit in there. So I was thinking about stripping these out to add maybe that red one, maybe the red and blue, and then maybe some of this wire, but that might actually be too thick. I'm not sure if it'll actually collapse down on it, but we will see as we go. So let's get going on this. So I'm gonna pop her legs on just so I have something to hold on to. Now, always remember to do this stuff in layers. It's weird, like this, for some reason, has these imprints of the stuff that's under it. You can see the imprint. I don't really like that. I feel like I may have to repaint this whole top half here. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it looks very, very odd, huh? I don't know, we might have to repaint that. That's a little irritating, to tell you the truth. Ugh, that is annoying. So I'm actually using, in case something like this happens, I'm using 400 sandpaper, and then I'm gonna go over it again with a really smooth, probably 1000 grit, very fine sandpaper. Try to stay off the red because I don't want to ruin the red. So it does look like it's helping. It's taking out the outline, that stamp of what's under it. You can see the difference between that and this. All right, let's try grab a 1000 grit sandpaper here now and kind of smooth this all in. A little ridiculous that I had to do that. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking a little bit of white paint on my finger and I'm just rubbing it over and just putting a tiny coat of white, and that'll help clean it up a little bit more. And doing it with my finger is going to keep it pretty smooth and controlled. And we're just going to kind of buff it in as we go. All right, it's actually better. All right, you can see there's just some dirt on there around here, and the edges a little bit. So that worked out pretty nice. It was a pain in the ass, don't get me wrong. Trying to figure out how to get those marks out, but I think in the end, turned out pretty good. I'm not gonna really see any of this, but we'll just give it a little coating grime down here. Get some stuff into the crevices. Again, we're not going to see any of this, but we'll just get some of that in there anyway. And we've got some detail here. Let's dig some black into that. All right. You can see the black just kind of got into the crevices there a little bit. Pretty nice. Into here. It'll stand out a little bit better like that. All right, I don't think we're gonna do too much down there. Now, she's got scratches and stuff around the end, little dings and, you know, chip marks and everything. So let's work on that. We'll get a little bit of silver here. Now, let's pull up some reference photos so we can kind of see where everything goes. Now, here are some of the ones we're gonna take a peek at. Little right in the edge there. in that corner. Okay, there's one right about here, center of that. And we're looking somewhere around here. There's another. Okay, we've got a couple right on this side here. A little bit of a long one right there. Okay. Okay, she's got a couple right along this other side. Let's see, we're right about here. 1, 2. It's kind of a long one. There. Got a little bit of chip there. Little dings here and there. Doesn't have to be too much, just a few. Couple here on the edge, as if she got a few while she was flying. Let's open up that wing a little bit. Maybe like right there. A little something there. Just highlight that edge a little bit. All right, it's good with that. And let's do the other wing. Now this will be the same thing. Just lightly across. Okay. I try to copy some of the spots that were from the screenshots here. Again, I'm not looking for screen accurate. I'm just looking to reference the image a little bit. All right. Go all around as much as we can. Looks pretty good, I think. Doesn't have to be overdone. It's already dark. You're not really going to see a lot of this anyway. I wanted to put some of these wires in here. I just don't know if there's going to be space for me to actually get that stuff in there. All right, I want to try to bend some of this in the shape of this here. And then we'll hot glue it down. All right, so for this, I wanted to cut these wires on just such an angle that it looks like it's kind of going in there perfectly. Now, I'm just hoping once I do get it in there, what I should have done was actually painted a couple of these highlight pieces here, which probably would have been the smart idea. So let's kind of just get in there a little bit with my finger. It just adds a little bit of wires and stuff in there. All right, so I think that's about it. We got some cool little wires in there, just to kind of add some interest for myself. Totally don't need to do that. I just wanted to see if I could. Well, I'm not overly thrilled with this whole process, and I also think that this Lola is defective. She's not opening up and closing, and the wings are kind of getting stuck. I guess I should have tested it out before I started anything. That would have been genius, right? So, but right now what I'm doing is just taping off some of these parts because I want to give it just a quick blast of gloss just to kind of shine her up just a little bit because she is metal. And that'll also help seal some of this in there. It's weird. Now she's stuck open. Come on. All right, well, here she is. You can see she's got a nice little sheen to her now. What I'm gonna do, I made little kind of stands, which I'm gonna prop in there so the wings can come up and stay there, and then we'll put her on the shelf. But not my finest hour of working on props and figures. What really killed me and set me back was all of those problems from the manufacturer, from the printing. I don't know why that underneath print was on the top, and it really punched through when I started doing the weathering. And from there, it was downhill, you know what I mean? But I think I recovered a bit. The animatronics don't really work amazingly. I don't know if there was just a defect from the start. It doesn't seem to kind of go up and down, and her wings kind of get stuck up there a little bit, but whatever. I'm not really going to use the animatronics in this anyway. It's going to sit in the shelf with the wings up and just be a nice little statue display piece. So I'm kind of fine with it. Don't really care. Anyway, that is Lola from the Kenobi show. Sorry it didn't work out so perfectly, but I do think the end results came out fine. You know, you just gotta keep going. If something goes wrong, try to recover from it. You know, that's what we learn here. Anyway, please drop down, give a like, subscribe, hit that notification button. YouTube has been really wonky lately with recommending my videos. And as always, I'll see you on the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.